Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my camera bag. I actually was inspired to make this video because I'm constantly getting asked that question, and I thought I should make a video and then I can just point everybody to my channel whenever they ask me this question. It happens on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and even here in my comment sections on some of my older videos. It never fails. Somebody's going to ask me what lens I used, what camera I used, or what camera I recommend them use. All the gear that I talk about today is going to be listed down in the description. You can check it out. There will be links to take you to that gear. And if you do make any purchases, just know that it helps the channel. Now first, we're going to be talking about the actual camera bag that I use, and that is the Manfrotto Light Pro bag. Now this is a backloader bag, so it's really convenient because nobody can access the bag when it's on my back. This bag is pretty awesome. I've been using it for about 2 years now. It has a tripod holder right here. It comes with a rain guard or rain cover. I don't have that with me. That's at home. I really never use it. You can enter it from the side right here. That's really convenient if I need to get into my bag really quick. I don't feel like going through the back part. I've used this backpack on a couple of trips to Texas and also Mexico. It literally holds everything I need. This holds so much stuff that I can usually get away with traveling with this and just a carry-on, and that's all I need. It has a zipper pouch right here, and I keep my cleaning solution for my lenses, a blower to get dust off of the sensor. I keep batteries in here. There's an extra GoPro battery, step-up rings for my ND filter. Then it has a second little fold right here, and I typically keep my trigger for my strobes. It's the Westcott FJ-X2. What else we got in here? I also have a Bowen's memory card holder, up to 4 standard size SD cards and 4 micro SD cards. And this section right here, I keep my MacBook Pro. This is the M1 Max or M1 Pro. I don't know. What is this? This thing is an absolute beast. It does everything I need it to do. I don't use my desktop anymore. I'm actually thinking about selling it. It's probably the best purchase I made of 2021. I do all my work off this. I highly recommend you get one. This is the base model and it's a beast. Along with the MacBook Pro, I also keep this lacy, rugged 2 terabyte portable hard drive with me. It's encased in this rubber right here, and it's drop proof, shock proof. It's literally called rugged in the title, so that should tell you everything you need to know. If you're a person that moves around a lot and you're editing on the go, I highly recommend you get this. You don't have to worry about it breaking. Trust me, that's not something you want to go through. It truly breaks your heart when a hard drive is damaged. So I would highly recommend this product if you want to keep all your files and all of your work safe. I have these 2 filters that I always keep with me as well. I'll be honest, they're really cheap. I got them from Best Buy from a brand called Platinum. They are variable ND filters. I do keep these on my lenses when I'm doing any type of outdoor work and it's bright. The step-up rings that I showed are for these. So you can use it on a 52, 58, or 67 millimeter thread. Now, like I said, these are really cheap. If you take it up to the highest stop, the colors really get muddy. It puts like a green, brownish tint on the photo. But if you're using it about mid-range to low range, it's very usable. I have thought about upgrading to some better quality ND filters, but I don't do a lot of outdoor photography anymore, especially not in bright sunlight. So I don't like to just buy gear unless I actually will use it on a regular basis. So we'll see. Right now, these get the job done. And definitely, if you're just starting out or you don't shoot outdoors a lot, I would recommend these. I honestly would recommend these. All right, now next up, we're talking cameras. This is the Sony a7R IV. I picked this up in the end of 2020. And this might be one of the best cameras I've ever had outside of my very first camera. I call my very first camera the best camera because that's actually what I learned how to shoot on, like how to shoot professionally. So that's my best camera, but this thing is very fun to use. It's like 61 megapixels. This is my daily driver when it comes to photography. I shoot all of my photography on this, like whether it's personal or client work, everything gets shot on this. I don't use it much for video. I mean, I may use it if I'm shooting something for social media, like TikTok or Instagram, like a reel or something like that. But mainly, this is what I use for all of my photography needs, and it has not let me down at all. This camera is great. I would not recommend it for video, but when it comes to photography or just short video clips, if you're not doing anything long form like this, or you just need something for like a TikTok or a reel, it's totally capable of that. The Sony a7R4. The next camera is the Sony a7C, and that's actually what I'm filming this video with right now. So it's on the tripod, but that camera is my main video camera. I shoot all my YouTube content with it. I shoot all of the video content for clients with that as well. It's very similar to the a7 III, except it has a flip out screen and a couple of features that the a7 III doesn't have. I actually used to own the a7 III before I got this camera. When this one came out, I sold the a7 III and purchased this solely because it had the flip out screen, and I started taking YouTube more serious, and it just makes it easier to make content when I can flip out and see myself, especially when I'm on the go or when I'm vlogging or anything like that. The images on it for photography are also stellar. Now, I did say that the a7R4 is the camera I use for mainly all my photography, but I will use the a7C if I'm vlogging and I want to get a quick shot. Now, I have no problem with shooting with this. I mean, the images are amazing. Are there better cameras out there for video? Absolutely. But this camera totally gets everything done that I need it to do. It produces content for my clients that they love, and so I don't really see a need of upgrading. So those are my two main cameras, the Sony a7R4 and the Sony a7C. Next up, we have action cameras. Now, action cameras are my absolute favorite cameras. It's kind of like toys for a grown man. We got the GoPro 8. Everybody knows what a GoPro is at this point, I would assume. It's a small camera. I mean, it comes in handy when I need something quick. Honestly, I need to sell this thing or give it away or something because I don't use it much, because I also have the GoPro 10. Now, this one is a beast. This thing shoots up to 5K. I absolutely love it. I mean, just like the 8, it's compact. I can get unique shots. I can put it in places that you can't fit a standard size camera like the mirrorless cameras I have. This thing is sturdy. It's built like a tank. That's one of the reasons I love GoPros. They can take a beating and they just don't break. And if I'm not using one of the GoPros, I'm using the Insta360 1R. It's a 360 camera. It also has a module, which I did not bring with me, but it has a module where you can take off the 360 lens and put on a standard side lens, and it kind of makes it the same as a GoPro. So essentially, I have 3 GoPros. I use this so much. I shoot probably 75% of my behind the scenes content with this. Definitely if I'm shooting alone, I don't have somebody else that can film me, I will use this, and it's awesome. So next up, we got some of the accessories that I use with the action cameras. This is like a GoPro handheld tripod. You can use it to film in the traditional vlog style, and then it has these 3 feet to let you sit it on a surface like a typical tripod. This right here is a suction cup. You can mount it to windows, windshields, any type of glass surface. It allows you to turn the camera as well. This is the tripod for the Insta360. This is pretty cool. It detaches, so you can use just the handheld tripod. It has the feet on it also to mount up somewhere. And then you have this extension pole if you want to get the camera farther away from you and get a wider angle. I forget how long this thing is, but it's pretty long. Next up, we got this Aperture Light. Now, this thing comes in handy. I always keep it in my bag. I never know when I need like a little pop of light. This thing gets pretty darn bright. This thing comes in handy. I've used it at weddings. I've used it during night shoots. It has these 2 magnets right here, so you can mount it on any metal surface. It has connectivity with your phone via an app, and you can control everything right there from your phone. The brightness, the different modes, the different colors, lightning, fire, cop car, party lights, paparazzi. It's RGB, so you can change the colors on it. So as you can see, this thing is pretty handy. I highly recommend you pick this up. As a photographer, you can never have too many lights. Next up, we're talking microphones, and this is the Rode Video Micro. This is a condenser microphone. You hook it straight to your camera, plug it into the side. It comes with a dead cat. This is called a dead cat, and this helps keep down wind, like if you're filming outside. For the price, you can't really argue the quality of this microphone. It's like $59.99, and it's totally worth it. Next, we have the Sony Gun Zoom mic. I use this almost exclusively. The only time I might use the Rode mic is if it's windy, because this one doesn't have a dead cat, so it picks up a little wind. This is only for Sony cameras, and it's convenient because it doesn't have any wires, so I just connect it to the hot shoe mount. This is my main go-to for any type of vlog content, especially the last few videos that you guys seen. It was filmed with this right here. Lastly, we have the Rode Go. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with these. These are wireless microphones. I absolutely love these. Pretty much all of my commercial content is shot using these. This is the microphone that you can easily connect to your client or to yourself. It has the cable that you connect to the receiver and then to your camera. It's very compact, very simple, easy to use, and it comes in this handy little pouch. And last, we're going to be talking about what lenses that I carry around with me. First, we got the Tamron 70-180. I don't particularly care for this lens when it comes to photography. This thing is not tack sharp. At least that's my experience. It's not tack sharp when it comes to still images, but for video, it is an absolute beast. It focuses really quick. I use it for a lot of my video content. Then we have the Tamron 17-28. This is my main go-to lens when I'm vlogging. It gives me a wide angle, which is basically how we see the world with our eyes. So I'm always shooting with this, typically at the 17mm focal length. I also use this a lot when I'm doing real estate work. Then my favorite lens that's always on my camera when I'm doing photography, it's on my camera 90% of the time, is what I'm filming with right now. That's the Tamron 28-75. I can keep this lens on my camera like pretty much during the duration of a whole shoot. I don't switch out very much. I can get a wide shot, get a tight shot. Absolutely love that lens. It's on my camera more than any other lens that I own. And last but not least, we got the Rokinon 50mm 1.4 lens. Now, I don't have a ton of experience with this lens yet. I've only been using it for about a month. I got it a couple of weeks ago. And now I will say the shots that I've taken with it have been amazing. I've been using zoom lenses for the past couple of years. It's been a while since I owned a prime. I do plan to do a review on this lens just because I'm starting to love it so much. I feel like every photographer should have a prime lens in their bag, and I was tripping for not having one for as long as I did. So that's what's in my camera bag. I will definitely be making more of these in the future as the gear in my bag changes. If you got any other questions for me, leave it down in the comment section. Like I said, I'll be leaving links in the description box to view all of this gear that I talked about. So check it out. Go buy some gear, make some content, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.